Oneirogen is a term from Greek mythology. It means an agent that induces dreams or stimulates the imagination. This word comes from the Greek words oniros, which means dream, and gen, which means producer. In this video, we are going to have a look at this new model called as Oneirogen 7 billion, which is a model for dream generation based on Unto. It was trained on Dream Bank, which is a corpus of more than 27,000 dream narratives. So, if you're looking to analyze your dream and to really get to know the meaning of what exactly your dream means, then maybe play around with this model as it is quite interesting. Oneirogen was used to produce the Android and the Machine, which is an English dataset composed of 10,000 real and 10,000 generated dreams. Oneirogen can be used to generate new dream narratives. It can also be used for dream analysis, as I mentioned earlier. For example, one could fine tune this model on some of the annotations to predict character and emotions in dream narratives. Also, there is a research paper included with this, which you can check out. But for the purpose of this video, let's see and install it, and we will also do some dream analysis, and we will also try to generate some of the dreams. Before I do that, let me give a huge shout out to Mass Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU being used for this video. If you are looking to rent a GPU on cheap prices, I will drop the link to their website, and I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on range of GPUs, so do check them out. Okay. Now let me take you to my local VM where we are going to install it. So let me try to fix it a bit so that you'll be able to see it properly. So you can see that I am running Ubuntu 22.04 and I have one GPU card of 48 GB VRAM. Let me clear the screen and I will be installing it in Conda environment, and this is my Conda environment, and let me quickly create it. I am just calling it a dream. So this command is going to create that Conda environment and it is going to also activate it. So let's wait for it to get done. That is all good. Let's install torch and transformer. These are the libraries which we'll be using in order to get it installed. Let's wait for it to finish. All the prerequisites are done. Let me clear the screen, and now let me fire up my Python interpreter. Here, let's first import the things which we have just installed. So we have imported the torch and transformers. Let's also define a class. So this define is class is specific to this model because it has been fine tuned on special stop tokens and start tokens. So that is why we are defining it, and that is present in their model card. Okay, so I think I just need to fix this indentation. So let me quickly do that. So I just fixed the indentation. And now let's define the stop token. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the stop token. This has been fine tuned on. And then this is the stopping criteria which we are getting or instantiating from the class which we have defined above. I have also cleared the screen. Let's grab our tokenizer for this Oneirogen model. And tokenizer is there. Let me clear the screen. After tokenizer, let's grab our model, and now it is downloading the model. There are 4 shards of it. I think each shard is of similar size, and if you don't have that much GPU VRAM, you can go with the smaller size. It comes in 3 variants. I think there is also a smaller one too in this one. So you can either go with 0.5 billion or 1.5 billion or 7 billion. I'm just going to go with 7 billion as I have 48 GPU of VRAM. So hopefully this should be good. Let's wait for it to get downloaded. Model is almost downloaded, and then it is going to load it all the shards on our GPU. That is almost done too. Let's wait for it. And this is the point if your GPU VRAM is not sufficient, it just gives you out of memory error. But for in our case, it's all good. Let's make sure that it is running on CUDA device which we have. Let's wait for it. And that is all done. Let me clear the screen. Okay, I'm just giving it this prompt for the dream, and make sure to add this dream colon in front of your prompt because that is how it has been fine tuned. So I'm just saying it a green lake with swans in it. Seems like a good dream, but anyway, let's see what it does. Let's convert this text into input IDs with the help of tokenizer, and let's grab the um, sorry, I just need to make sure that I put it in the full output for the model. I'm just going to remove it, so and then put it here. So this is the whole thing. So in this one I'm just generating the output from the model by passing in the inputs and some of the hyper parameters like temperature and then stopping criteria and that sort of stuff. Model has generated the output. Let's decode it and print it. And there you go. So the model has created the whole dream on the basis of it. It says a green lake with swans in it, like the ones at home. I look over and see my sister Elaine standing on a big rock. I have to jump up there to see if she's okay. She comes down into the water, but then returns for something else and get back on top of the boulder. Interesting. And now let's try to do the fun part. I'm going to give it a dream's description like this, and I'm asking it, analyze the following dream and tell me what it means. And then there is a dream that I found myself floating through a vibrant, ethereal forest where trees bore leaves that shimmered like diamonds. The air was filled with a sweet, enchanting melody that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. As I drifted deeper and deeper, I stumbled upon a clearing in the center, and then there's my dream. So I'm just going to give it like this, and I'm going to pass in the input, and I'll just quickly pass it through the whole pipeline. Let's see what it returns with. Let's wait for it. And there you go. So first it is printing my dream and then it is telling me what is happening. It says the vivid imagery of the diamond leaf trees and the magical forest suggests that this is not a physical place but rather a metaphorical landscape representing the unconscious mind. Your journey through the forest represent a quest for self-discovery or inner exploration. The presence of winged lion creature can symbolize the idea of divine guidance or protection. Overall, your dream seems to be an expression of deep longing for a sense of purpose or meaning in life. It may suggest that you are seeking answers, but who you are and what you want to accomplish, both on an individual level and as part of society. That's very insightful. Can you give me more example? Okay, so that is okay. So it is asking about it from itself, and it is saying certainly dreams have been studied extensively by psychologists and blah blah blah. Interesting. Let's try to ask it another one. In this one, I'm asking it, analyze the following dream again, and I'm pretending to be an Egyptian pharaoh. So I reclined on a throne of gold adorned with precious gems as the sun beat down upon my regal skin. I was pharaoh, ruler of the land, and my dominion was vast. Before me lay a shimmering oasis where palm trees swayed in the breeze and a harem of beautiful women waited to cater to my every whim. Their eyes sparkled like the stars in the night sky as they danced and sang for me, their movements as graceful as the Nile's currents. I raised my hand and they gathered around me, their perfumed hair and soft skin enveloping me in a cloud of delight. I was a living god, and this was my kingdom of pleasure and splendor. Let's see what model says about this. And the model has come back. It is saying that from here that this dream may indicate that you're feeling powerful or important. It also suggests that you have fantasies about being worshipped or adored by others, perhaps even sexually. The fact that the setting is in ancient Egypt may be symbolic of the desire for an idealized past. That is actually the last sentence is very, very insightful. Okay, in the next one, what I have done is I have just put in a sort of a nightmare scenario. So let's see what it does with it. So it says I was trapped in a labyrinth of dark corridors with walls that seemed to shift and twist like living shadows. Every step I took led me deeper into the maze, and the air grew thick with the stench of decay. So it's a nightmare. So it says the dream seems to reflect feelings of fear, isolation, and helplessness. The labyrinth may represent a sense of being lost or unable to find one's way in life, while the dark corridors and shifting walls symbolizes uncertainty and instability. The presence of scuttling creatures represents the lurking dangers and blah blah blah. So amazing. I think very interesting and different model, fine tuned. And this is what I believe is going to be the future, where people are going to create these models on these sort of fine tuned data specific to a domain, and then we can play around with them. Let me know what do you think. I think I'm quite impressed by it. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.